Hi, welcome back to Ken Garf Nissan here. I'm Jason Hollinger. I unfortunately also have a nickname of Apple Jack, so some people do call me that. Story behind that we'll get to later. Today, I've been asked to talk about our Premium Express Lube Service that we have, our lube oil filter, tire rotation, basic 100-point inspection, some fluids, and some other things like that. Just kind of want to go through and explain each one of those things and kind of the process of what we go to and doing that service. So if we want to go ahead and start over here, we'll just start with the first one. We're going to start with replacing the engine oil and the air filter inspection, everything like that. We'll start with the first thing here real easy. And inspect the air filter on this. We have a no weight Titan here. Air filters are pretty easy to get to on these. Right here, this one, so you can see we do have some discoloration on the air filter, a little bit of black. One way you can kind of tell with these on, quality, stuff like that. If you're outside or in the sun, something like that, hold it up to the light, see if you can see through it. If you can see light shining through, you're still going to be doing okay. You're still getting some flow through it. So right now, we'll just make an advisement that it's a little discolored. Maybe on the next oil change, we'll get that taken care of. Go ahead and stick that back. Next thing we'll talk about is we're changing the oil on these. So we'll go ahead and pop this cap. You always want to take the oil cap off just because it helps kind of the flow and everything of getting the oil out of the truck. Now, we've got this already racked, so we're going to go ahead and pick this up real quick. Might take a minute, sorry. Make sure that's nice and sturdy. Don't want your vehicle to fall off the rack while it's in here. Alright, we've got that up in the air now. On this vehicle, oil filter is actually located up underneath this skid plate here, so we're going to go ahead and open up that access panel there. You're done for that. Come off. Go. Now that we've got that off, let's go up here and we have our oil filter located up in here, and we'll go ahead and get that changed out real quick. Alright, one of the things we look for while we're doing this, as the oil's draining out, we're taking the filters off, always checking kind of the quality of the oil, seeing how clean it is, dirty, sludge, anything like that. A couple things on this when we do that. Always want to make sure when we have this off that this ring, there's a oil gasket right here on this filter. We always want to make sure that comes off. Sometimes that'll stay on the vehicle when you go to put the other filter on. It does what they call double gasket, and then you'll get oil leaks everywhere and stuff like that. So we always make sure that we've got that pulled off correctly, and we're not going to have that problem. And now I've let that drain for a minute here, we'll go ahead and get the new filter on it. Alright, go ahead and get this installed back up in here. We'll get a little bit of oil right on that ring just to help that seal. That right back in there. Alright. What we usually do is when we feel it finally make contact with the vehicle and it starts to get snug, then we'll do usually about one full turn on that filter. Just make sure it's on there nice and tight. We don't have any leaks or anything like that. Clean that up. Just get all that extra oil, everything off there. Alright, done on that oil filter. We'll go ahead and drain the rest of the crankcase oil out of the vehicle. Slide that back. Have our oil drain plug right here. There it is. that drain there for a bit. Now again, just kind of checking quality, making sure, you know, there's no grit or anything like that and stuff inside that oil. This seems to be fairly clean. I think we're doing okay. All our Nissan vehicles, when we change the oil on these, each one of these drain plugs has a little washer on, this little brass washer. Helps that plug seal onto that oil pan. And we change that out on all of these. We're going to go ahead and replace that. Pocket screwdriver and get that off there. One right here. Thread that on there. This just helps to make sure that we get a nice seal when we put that oil plug back in there, that there won't be any leaks or anything like that coming from that spot. We'll just sit there and let that drain for a little bit longer and go from there. Okay, we're about all empty here, so we'll go ahead and put this plug back in it. Put that in with your hand and find my wrench here. There we go. We'll tighten that back up, make sure it's nice and snug. Again, tight, we have a good seal there. Grab a rag and clean that off. I always try to make sure whenever we do these oil changes here that we get all the extra oil off there. I don't want a customer to fill that, you know, just doing an oil change on their car, they come back and have oil dripping somewhere. So I do take a lot of pride in keeping things clean. Alright, that completes the draining process of oil change. Another thing I'll do while I've got the truck up in the air and vehicles up in the air like that, I'll start inspecting some of the suspension components and things like that. That's part of this premium low service that we have here, is checking the steering and suspension components, brake inspection, things like that.